Are you looking for ways of becoming a more confident parent? Are you full of questions around parenting? Come, let us learn together. Winnie Mujisha will take us on a discovery journey of what parenting is, of the series Parenting with Winnie. Join us on our YouTube channel, Parenting with Winnie, as we crack this parenting code.
Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel, and we're very excited. It's one of those days that excite us at Parenting with Winnie channel, and today we are happy to talk about the reopening of schools. But before we talk about reopening of schools, we would like to thank you so much. Thank you for liking us, thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing with friends. Thank you and thank you and thank you. Like I told you previously, when you write, when you comment, when you like, when you give me those phone calls, it's like you're telling us it was okay. And that is what we need. But beyond that, we are so happy when we know that at least you have picked a lesson or two. So once again, thank you very much. And welcome once again to Parenting with Winnie. Please keep subscribing, keep liking us, keep sharing, so that we can know that you like us. Today with me in the studio, of course me, Winnie, as your host, and today I have a guest, a lady that I love so much. I really love her, and this is a person you meet and you know you're going to pick one thing or two. So I always learn from her. And today, I'm so honored to host you, Lois. I'm going to ask you to tell us about you, to greet our viewers and tell us who you are, and then we continue from there.
Thank you, Winnie. Greetings to everyone out there listening to us. My name is Lois Batumbia. I'm a mother and a principal of Kigali New Life Christian Academy, one of the best international schools here in the city of Kigali. I'm also a mentor and a Christian.
Wow. So, Lois, you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
You said you're a principal.
Yes, please.
What do you like most about your job?
Well, it's a very, very tedious work, but an honor to be part of a generation that grows into a generation. So what I like most about my work is that I get to influence both the students in my hands, but also their families and the entire community. There is nothing as nice as seeing a generation going through my hands, transforming and being more responsible and at the same time academic giants. I love to see that.
Wow. You must be a proud principal.
Thank
That
you.
is really nice.
Thank you.
I wish I was a principal. So, Lois, schools are opening, and we're so happy to bring back the children and give them to you because it has not been easy. But is there something you can tell the viewers about the lockdown and the home being a school and what? For us parents, it has not been easy. What of you? Did you relax? Did you rest?
Well, first and foremost, I must say thank you to all parents out there. You did a good job with your children. Your homes automatically became homeschools.
Yes.
You are the principals, you're the teachers, you're the
Yes.
monitors, you're the
Yes.
disciplinarians. At the same time, you were the cooks.
Yes.
So we must
cleaned, we did everything that is done in the school.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you so much.
And I just want to appreciate the structure that you tried to put in place, because that's how we are able to keep students at school. The structure that they had to wake up and do chores in the home, clean themselves up, but also at the same time do the academics at whatever level they were able to do it. That was a good job. So here we are going to have them back to school. It was
Yes.
our prayer, because the COVID-19 situation was not easy. It has come with different challenges, but also very many lessons to learn. So we really look forward to seeing the students back to school.
Wow. Thank you so much, parents. At last we get someone to say thank you to our parenting roles, because we usually parent and no one comes up to say, oh, you did a good job. We just wait to see if our children will turn out right or not. So thank you, Lois. And now our schools open, what should us parents know? What is that you really want us to know now that we are bringing back those children to your schools?
Thank you. As a principal of a school, there are particular things that we now expect parents to know, and also the school needs to know. We need to be in agreement. There is a scripture and a saying says that two cannot walk together unless they agree.
Sure.
So in the same way, we need to have certain principles agreed upon. Just like you are taking care of your children. First and foremost, we are going to first understand the situation at school. There are so many things that have changed. Our students are going to be more responsible of their behavior and the way they take care of themselves because of the COVID-19 situation.
That is
They have
true.
to wash their hands, they
Protect
have to make
themselves.
sure that they are protecting themselves, but also others not to catch the disease or infect any other person. That's one. But also, given that there was time lost on the academic calendar because of the different situations, you know that not all the students were able to study online completely. Some were not able to receive their materials from schools, and some did not study at all, although some were studying on radios and TV. So there is time lost somewhere. When they come to school, we are going to be accelerating the education. The teachers have a target to make sure that these children have reviewed, have mastered concepts, and they are ready to do their final exams.
Wow.
So
It's a lot of work for the children and the teachers, right?
it's a lot of work for the students, but also the teachers.
What do you expect us to do as parents?
So we need to understand these children. They are going to be anxious because they feel that they have a goal to hit, a mark to reach, of which we have expectations from them. The school has expectations. At the same time, the
Do
government.
children know?
Well, the children, I don't think that the children know yet, but we need to inform them.
So parents need to prepare their children before they come to school, right?
Parents need
Tell them this is now going to be harder, or maybe this is going to be a lot of work that you're going to be doing, so that before we send them there, they know that they're going to be there for lots of months, doing lots of work, so that they come prepared. They don't come to school and puff. You're just giving them the instructions and the information.
That is very true. The parent, the teacher, the community, we all need to prepare the children to know what they are getting into. However, I would like to speak into how is the parent going to prepare the children. There are so many things. One, we talked about the anxiety they're going to be having. So we have to look into their emotional life. But we also have to look into discipline. We also have to look into their eating habits. We have to look into their sleeping habits. And that calls for a structure. Because without a structure at home, they will be affected at school. If a child is still taking care of their baby brothers, then they will not have time enough to focus on their academics.
That is true.
You probably are going to reduce the chores they do at home so that you give them more time to concentrate on the academics. Also, having all the materials that school needs, it will help in time management. Instead of a child going to borrow here, borrow there, search for materials, if you give the child all the materials needed, they will not struggle. Talk about sleeping. Students have been used to sleeping all day for some of them. Some of them, they watch movies.
And waking up late.
Yeah, they watch movies late into the night and wake up late. So we are going to have to help them to upgrade their
To change
sleeping
from what they've been used
to a new life. And there is a study that says that it is important for students to sleep at least 7 hours. And 7 hours consistently. If you're sleeping at 9, it's 9 and 7 hours from then, not from 7 hours. So it's important that they have enough rest.
So parents need to make sure that their children are resting. When they're back home, let them rest enough. Not a lot of home chores and all that, because they need more time to revise this time. I think parents are really following us, and we all know that children have been working. So this is the time now to relax and allow them go into the academic life.
Thank you, that's true.
What else can you tell us about parents and children that have been at home for so long and now schools are reopening? What else do you think you can tell the parents out there?
Wow. Education worldwide will never be the same with the onset of COVID-19. It's been 7 months since COVID-19 set in and a situation of stay home came in. Students have since studied online, studied virtually, some have virtual and then physical, where they were receiving materials at home. We want to say thank you so much to the government and its leaders for the different facilities that you put in place for all students to access education. We know that our children were learning on TV, some were learning on radio. That was very wonderful to hear in every home, a teacher teaching a different subject time and again. So we want to say thank you. Students have learned a lot academically, but also in different facilities. They have learned and relearned, but I would like to ask parents that you watch out some of the things that may not be nice, that you watch out some habits that the children went learning along the way that might be a distraction to their academics as they get back to school.
Yeah. For this long 7 months period, I think it's not easy to unlearn what they have mastered during the 7 months. So expecting parents to come in and help them unlearn so that they catch up now again with the school environment, right?
That's right.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lois. Wow, that is really nice. And maybe you're kind of answering what my question is. Is there a role that we should be playing to support the school institution? Or do you think we do it well? And do you think when I pay school fees, Lois, over to you? Or do you think there's something else we can be doing now that the children goes back to school? Because you just told us what we should be doing at the home environment. So what should we be doing when they reach school? Do we have any role?
Thank you for that. Yeah, so apart from paying school fees, there are a number of things that a parent needs to do. And one of it is following up the academic projection of a child. Right now they are from home. It is your role as a parent to come and conference with the home supervisor and get to know what is the target for my child in mathematics, in the sciences, in the languages, and in what time frame. So that way it gives you a clue to follow up your own child. Have you completed this? How can I be of help? That helps when you come oftenly to school. And for parents who have not been able to conference with the teachers to know the strength and of the child and how the child can be helped, we have actually found out that those kind of students normally lag behind. But this is not a time to take chance on your child.
Yes.
So I encourage every parent out there to come to school, find out how your child is doing in the different spheres of life.
We are making mistakes when we drop them off and run away.
That's
without
true.
talking to the teachers, without getting to know what is missing and all that.
That is very true. That's true.
But you know, sometimes we feel like maybe we might not know exactly what students are doing, and then we think it is the role of the teacher.
Okay, thank you so much for saying that, Winnie. However, I think the children's success in education is two-way. It's two-way, both the parent but also the teachers and the student himself. Look at the different components that we just talked about. There is discipline, there is organization skills, there is structure, there is also academic content, and all that a parent, a teacher, and a child participate in it. So it's not about knowing the parent, knowing the academic bit, but you come in as a parent to follow up on the areas that a parent should follow up on.
Wow. So like the school principal is telling us parents, come and help us parent your own children. Your children are not at our schools to be parented by only teachers. parents too should come in. And I think what I'm hearing from Lois is that discipline will be learned from home. So what we're teaching them at home, they're taking to school. If we do not follow up at school, then we're not going to know if what we are teaching is actually being practiced. So Lois, as we conclude, what one message would you give to parents out there? Just one that you feel like, I wish every parent this or would know this. Or what is that message?
Thank you. Charity begins at home. Education begins at home. Actually, this is something that we have learned from our forefathers who came before us in education.
Yeah.
Look at every other thing. It started from home. Even language starts from home, even walking. So there are so many things that they can learn through imitation and seeing and hearing, because they take most time at home at the foundational levels. So now that they're at school, we are only adding to them education. But at home, home is a place where they're going to get the education from the rhetoric into practice. So parents, allow the children to just express what they are learning at school and guide them accordingly.
Wow, that is very powerful. So Lois is is actually telling us parents, whatever they are doing at school starts at home. Charity begins at home. So it is our role as parents to create the children that we want to see in the school that we are sending. Sometimes we make a mistake and we say, oh my God, I cannot manage my children, therefore I'm taking them to this school. So I think you're refuting that. You're saying, no, parent your children, be the first to parent your children, and then you send them to us.
That's true.
Thank you very much, Lois. Any other information you'd love to give us, or do you think that is enough?
Thank you, Winnie. Right now, the goal of every student out there, every child out there is number one priority for all students and children out there is their academics. They have a target to complete and be able to move from one level to another, from one level to university.
True.
So I call upon all parents to facilitate the children to deal away with distraction of technology, students who are having telephones and planning to bring them to school and sleeping with them, watching movies all late in the night, and reading and seeing things that they shouldn't be seeing at this time is toxic to them, because their goal is to be able to master content, apply it, and be able to graduate from one level to another. So distraction is a major thing that I would call upon every parent to deal with in their homes, as we also deal with it at school.
Wow. Thank you very much. I think that is a point that is taken. Once again, Lois, it was great hosting you today. And we hope to host you next time. It is not the last time we are hosting you. And like you heard, dear viewers, if you have a child and you're looking for international school, you don't know where to go, New Life Christian Academy?
New Life
Kigali
New Life Christian Academy.
Kigali New Life Christian Academy is the school to take your children. So you can contact Lois and then you take your children to her. Because like you've heard, she's an educationist, she knows what to do, she knows what should be done. So thank you, viewers. Remember to like us, to share, to subscribe, but above all, tell us if you learned something from our channel. God bless you. Thank you so much. See you next time.